Today's topic of discussion is confidence. So, in today's society, many guys and women lack confidence. They lack confidence within themselves and they lack confidence in general when it comes to day-to-day activities. So, we're going to be discussing some key points in how to gain more confidence in life and how to be that guy who is well-rounded as an individual. So, first point is pain. So to gain confidence, you're going to need to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, and you're going to need to go through a lot of pain and suffering. Now, this is contrary to a lot of the stuff you're seeing on the internet related to confidence. So a lot of the stuff you're seeing on the internet related to confidence is all external. External factors will not help you gain the internal confidence that's needed to overcome trials and tribulations. So if you've gone through a lot of adversities, you've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, you're going to have gone through a lot of pain, and with that you're going to gain a lot more wisdom and you're going to gain a lot more confidence from it. So you'll see certain guys, right, who have that high amount of confidence within themselves. It's because those type of guys have been through a lot of pain and suffering, and they've overcome that and then become a better individual after that. Certain guys, what they'll do is they'll go through a bit of pain, right, and then they'll just crumble. They'll start to doubt themselves, they'll start to complain, they'll start to become moody, they'll start to say, oh, why is this happening to me, this and that, and they'll just be always playing victim card. So the guys who play victim card, they have a low amount of confidence. Guys who go through pain and suffering, they know that this is what life is and God is effectively testing them. So that leads us to the second point when it comes to lessons. So the lessons are learnt through the trials and tribulations. Now, if a guy self-reflects and looks at, okay, I've gone through X, Y, Z here, how can I learn from it and how can I not either repeat the mistakes, or a lot of the times, the guy, what he'll do is he'll make certain mistakes and then he'll go into a lot of pain and suffering, and then he needs to self-reflect and take the lessons from it in order to make progression in life. So certain people, what they'll do is they'll go through pain and suffering and then they just will not self-reflect and look at what they are in control of. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll make complaints about life and they'll say, oh yeah, this is happening to me because of so on and because of somebody else, or whatever the case is. And with that, right, that guy there, he's going to continue with that negative mindset and he's going to continue with a low amount of confidence. So women in general, when they come across any guy who's got a high amount of confidence, which is rare in today's society, she'll become attached to him. Reason being is because women in general have low confidence. That's what it is. So they have low self-esteem, low confidence, and they're not really secure within themselves. A lot of women you'll see are wearing makeup, they're wearing provocative clothing, they are on the internet trying to seek attention, trying to feel validated because they do not feel good enough. So a lot of women, for example, experience anxiety problems. So when they've got anxiety problems, they have a low amount of confidence. So when they come across a guy who's got a high amount of confidence, this makes her feel good and she is attracted to that energy. Reason being is because she's got anxiety issues, she's got low confidence issues, and then that man is able to help her overcome that. And then with that, right, her confidence is going to go up as a result of that. So this is why women are so attracted to confident men. So in life, right, there's going to be certain trials and tribulations, and a guy with a high confidence, he's going to be able to continue going through adversities and hardships. So if you link this back to survival, right, a guy who does not have confidence within himself, he's going to be constantly questioning himself. He's going to be in self-doubt when he's, let's say, applying for a business. He's trying to create his own business. He's trying to do something which is risky. That right there, he's going to have low confidence within himself, and then as a result, that's going to put him at survival risk, and then it's going to put her at a survival risk. So this is ingrained within women. They're looking for guys with a high amount of confidence. A guy with a high amount of confidence as well, that reveals your MMV, so your marriage market value. So the guys with the most confidence, they've got the highest marriage market value. So these guys here know that when life hits them with trials and tribulations, they're going to be able to get to the other side and overcome them. Guys with low confidence, they're not going to be able to do that. So there's certain guys, right, you'll see they may be externally doing really well for themselves, so they may have like money, status, looks, all these kind of things here. But when you speak to them, so with women, they'll test them, yeah? And then as soon as they open their mouth and as soon as they start talking, the woman just straight away senses this guy here, oh man, he's just got low confidence. He just doesn't do it for me. So this is where certain times a woman will go with a certain guy who looks not really attractive, and he's like certain times he's ugly. But guess what? He's got high confidence within himself, and chances are she's going to be gravitated towards that, and she's going to feel good when she's around that guy. So hypergamy is a feeling, guys. So do not think, oh, I can just focus on all this external stuff and that's going to attract all the women that I want. You're going to attract women who are promiscuous and women who are low quality. So that's important, guys. Next point is God. So God is going to give you the ultimate strength and ultimate confidence to be able to overcome adversities and difficulties in life. So if you do not turn to God and you do not ask God for help related to your trials and tribulations, you're going to suffer with a low amount of confidence. You're not going to be able to overcome them, and you're going to be constantly thinking, am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? How can I overcome this? If you depend upon God and you get God to help you through it, you're going to have internal strength that God's going to give you. God's going to give you that internal strength to be able to push through those difficult moments in life, because every person in life is going to go through difficult moments. It doesn't matter whoever you are. So all these celebrities, all these influencers, all these guys, they're all going to experience difficulties and trials and tribulations at some points in their lives. And the guys with a high amount of confidence, they're going to be able to overcome them and learn from them. And then as a result, their confidence is going to go up. Guys who crumble, they're going to continue focusing on all the external stuff. So the external stuff that's not going to be able to help them related to the trials and tribulations in life. Because money, right? So let's say a guy focuses just on money, yeah? That guy focuses on money, he's accumulating money, this and that. And then what happens is God inflicts him with trials and tribulations, and then the money gets taken away from him. He ends up losing it all. Guess what? He's going to lose his mind. He's going to go crazy. He's going to lose everything, and he's going to lose himself as well. So this is what it is. That's why his confidence is going to be severely damaged from that. But a guy with high confidence within himself, he knows that if he had £1 million or if he had a penny to his name, he is still the same man that he is, and his confidence is not going to be affected by that. So that's important, guys. And next point is internal. So as we mentioned previously, so with internal, right, so when you're working on your internal, that right there is gonna be the key factor in doing well in life. So trials and tribulations and pain and suffering, you can only get through that with strong internal strength. If you do not have internal strength, you will not be able to overcome difficulties in life. So a lot of these guys, what they'll do is they'll be leading with the external, and then when they're leading with the external, as soon as they go through like one difficulty, they straight away crumble, and they're like, oh no, why is life doing this to me? So if a woman leaves him, for example, he's been leading with the external, right? He's lacking internal confidence within himself. He's going to start to question himself, and then he's going to go into a vicious downward spiral then after that. That's why you see certain guys, right, who are celebrities and so on. These guys here, as soon as they go through a breakup with a woman, their confidence goes down, their internal strength is pretty much non-existent. And they've been leading with the external the whole time, and then they just collapse. They go through all these mental health problems. Certain guys even get sectioned. They go that loopy, because they were not working on the internal. So with the internal, you guys need to work on the internal, and you need to ask God to increase your strength. So mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So them 4 arenas, you need to be excelling in all 4 arenas, and you need to ask God to help you gain that, and then help God, ask for help from God to increase your confidence. So once your confidence is increased, you're going to be able to go through a lot more trials and tribulations in life, and that way there, you're going to be able to do really well in life. So that's important. So just a summary, for confidence, right, you're going to need to go through a lot of pain and suffering. So the guys who've gone through the most pain and suffering and have learned the lessons from it, they're going to be doing well. They're going to gain more confidence in life. So certain tests they get thrown at, they're going to be able to pass them, confidently. So we're not talking about like school tests or nothing. We're talking about actual life tests. So that's where real life is. Do you understand? Like school is just pen and paper. Life will throw all the major tests at you. And the guys who are strong within themselves and have high confidence as a result of learning from the lessons, they're going to be elevating and then going to the next realm and the next arena. And then the next point was God. So asking God to increase you in your strength. So mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And then that way there, you're gaining more confidence to overcome difficult situations, and women are going to be naturally gravitating towards you. So it's going to be like a magnet. So that's why women always say, oh, that guy there, he's got a high amount of confidence, he's somebody who's got a great personality. Women are not just saying these things there. Women are gravitating towards that because this helps them with their anxiety problems. Many women in today, they're taking antidepressants, they're taking all this medications and stuff like that. They're taking all these type of injections because they do not feel good about themselves. So they're creatures with low self-confidence and anxiety problems, and they need a man with a high amount of confidence, which is going to make her feel good about herself. And then that way there, her anxiety is going to go down as a result of it, because she's going to be looking to her husband as the leader, and the guy is going to be the solid rock that is going to help her overcome that. And then the next point is internal. So focusing all on your internal. So with the internal, you're constantly elevating, you're constantly growing, you're constantly providing value to society, you're constantly working on your purpose. All of those things there, that's going to help you increase your confidence. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.